Chakabutties, sometimes the best laid plans change. The other day we popped along to the Catholic Club in the centre of Blackpool to do a Nigel about heckling, planning to have a chat with the entertainers and members of the audience about heckling. But hey-ho, stupid moi, we arrived only to find that the date had been changed. So, nothing wasted, we popped round the corner to the iconic Blackpool venue, the Galleon Bar, where our longtime entertainer pal Tony Just is the resident MC. Early afternoon, the venue was only just opening, but a great place to have a little chat with all of you, and where also Devlin made Hilary and moi a welcome cup of tea. Round the corner from the Catholic Club in Blackpool is the Galleon Bar. It has a legacy all of its own because, well, the Galleon Bar just carries on and on and on. And the atmosphere here is absolutely wonderful. Just look at all the names. You go upstairs and have a look around the ground floor itself. Imagine when it's packed. The atmosphere is electrical. And the Showbiz family come here and they entertain each other. It's live mic. And the things that happen here, well, they really are wonderful, magical. Almost is an understatement. But as we come upstairs to where it's quieter and have a look, we can sit here and have a little chat about hecklers. What do you think? Hilary, are we ready? The golden years of cabaret, of comedians, and moi, Nigel Cecil. This chat about hecklers looks at things from a different perspective, highlighting the concept of a contract between those who buy tickets and the entertainer. In this case, two of the least expensive tickets to see Peter Kay cost £226. A big outlay if you then find you don't get the show you expected because some heckler wants to be the star. When it comes to other venues, clubs, pubs and show bars where there is an owner booking the acts, considerations are somewhat different. But let's join our chat at the wonderful Galleon Bar in Blackpool. Hello Chakabutties, welcome. Nigel Cecil'S moi, now chilling out at the Galleon Bar in Blackpool, just round the corner from the Catholic Club. But the Galleon Bar, their traditions and history with Showbiz go back to the 1950s. And over many years, the entertainers here can tell you all about hecklers.
Shut up!
I've got my own portable heckler, haven't I, Hilary?
Shut the hell up!
Hecklers, how do they fit in with the business? Well, from the grassroots upwards, we learn how to deal with hecklers, but each case is different. And so some might say, oh, well, we know what to do. And this topic has been raised because recently acclaimed comedian Peter Kay, in one of their big arena shows, said, hey, come on, we've had enough of this heckling. It's interrupting the whole show. Let's ask them to leave. And some of the audience around applauded. But then when there were news reports afterwards, some were saying, oh, no, they should have learned how to cope. They should have... But hang on a minute. Unless you've been there at that venue and sensed the audience, everything is different. You see, when you go on stage, it's like a swimming pool. You think, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be too hot, too cold? Is there going to be too much chlorine in it? Is it going to welcome me? Is there any current? And you jump in. And when you jump in, you then start to enthuse about it all. But remember, on stage, we've rehearsed our act. We've thought about when we are rehearsing things, how would that joke work? How would that develop? How can we feel the audience with this one? And suddenly you could be just in the middle of going, and of course, it's just going to be...
You just shut up!
And then that comes out. Now, of course, once or twice you can cope. But then you have to say, just a minute, the audience have now really entered a contract with moi on stage. As an entertainer, they expect me to deliver my show, the Nigel Cecil'S show, the Jimmy Carr show. You know? And so, where does it happen? If Peter Kay is on stage, they've got everything rehearsed, everything ready, and, well, one heckle, we don't mind. Two heckles, we don't mind. Three heckles, hey, come on. The audience haven't paid to have a show between you trying to dominate me, because if I allow that to happen, am I not in breach of contract? Would they say, we didn't enjoy that show because we never heard a proper joke because they kept heckling all the time? So there does become a limit. And for those who say, well, it should have been this and it should have been that and it should have been the other, no, you weren't there. You didn't understand what was going on until you feel it. Each swimming pool is different. Of course, they have similar characteristics. But at the end of the day, the entertainer has to walk off stage knowing they've delivered their best for the audience and knowing the audience know they've delivered their best. So when that line is crossed, where the heckler wants to be the star of the show, then it really is time to say,
Shut your gob.
yes, that's back to the heckler, not to moi. What do you think? Once again, please get in touch with Hilary and moi, this email address, because we'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, if there's any heckling when I go on stage,
Why don't you shut up?
I've got my own heckler back. Until the next time, bye for now.
Shut it. Shut up!
Please hit the subscribe button and join us again, because together every viewer helps. Thank you.